Welcome to Yin Yoga. Let's start with a block or a thick book, one or two, because you may need an extra one, and a yoga bolster or a thick couch pillow. One or two would suffice to equal this. Go ahead and pause this and get those items now. Otherwise, we're going to put them to the side for a second. I notice a lot of my clients have been having a lot of sciatic issues and glute issues, and for those that don't know, the sciatic nerve runs down into the glute, what also would be known as the buttocks. We call it glutes. Down the leg, and it's because it's extremely tight. So let's work on that today to start with. So let's start with our feet meeting, almost like reclined butterfly, except you're not reclined. And we can just interlace our fingers this way and clasp, or you can hook your fingers if you don't have any socks on and hook onto the first toe. We're just going to breathe into this. We're going to really feel this in our inner thighs. Really feel this in our back. It's okay if you're coming forward. Just allow your body to make the proper adjustments. Now, if your knees are up this way, this is where the block comes in. You can put it right underneath, okay? Or the thick book, whatever prop it is that you have. We want to take a full breath in, filling the tummy and the lungs, and let it completely go. If it's intense, imagine the breath coming in through the right nostril, down the spine, and then up the left spine, out through the left nostril. And just tap into your inner child and just imagine that breath just circulating. And as you start to come forward, you may start to feel it in your glutes, which is exactly where you should be feeling it. You may even feel it in your knee. One knee may be a little tighter than the other. Just kind of feel into your body and see, again, if this is just challenging. Just breathe through it. If it's painful, come out and then ease back into it. You should also feel, depending on where you are in your yoga journey right now, you should feel space being made in your back. And your back starting to lengthen, especially in the low back. Near the sacrum. which would be right here. Feel free to close your eyes or soften them, just to really focus on what your body needs. Relax your jaw, relax your shoulders. Remember, you are in a safe space to be who you are. And as you start to come forward, lengthen the back. That way you're leading with your heart space. If you feel it in your inner thighs, that's awesome. For that beautiful space in your glutes. So what I love about Yin is it works with your what they will call acupressure points or meridians. And what meridians really are, in my humble opinion, is it goes along with reflexology, also known as tuina, since it's the body. So if you're feeling it in your piriformis, you're actually feeling it in your gallbladder. So this is going to help your gallbladder. There are different lines all throughout the body of the gallbladder, the kidney, the stomach, so on and so forth. So it's almost like you're supporting that area and releasing what may be stuck in that area. We have all of it in our feet. We have all of it in our hands, which they call reflexology because it reflects the body. But Yin works with those points. That's why I like it, and that's why it's worth it. All right, we're going to slowly come up from however far we were able to go. Now, if you're on the floor, you can just make space by bringing one leg on one side, the other leg on the other side, making as much space as you can. I like my toes to point to me. Now, you know what? Actually, let's start out with lengthening one side. So, for me, lately, this side has been really tight. So I'm going to inhale this hand, bring it down, so that way my palm's facing the ceiling. Inhale the right arm up, and I'm just going to reach. And if I'm able to go all the way down and clasp my foot, fine, but if not, that's okay. And we won't be here long. We're going to listen to our bodies. We're more focused on the inner thigh stretching and the leg stretching, because if your toes are pointing to you, then you're feeling this in your inner thigh. You're feeling this from your glutes all the way down into your feet. So that's where we're more focused on. This is just a bonus to be able to just lengthen however far we can. Okay. We're going to breathe into the right side as we go further. We're going to inhale ourselves up. And we're going to switch. Remember, the right palm now is facing the ceiling. We're inhaling our left arm up. Let's see, can we go further on this side than we did the other side? It has been a while since I have done this, so I know my body needs it. If you sit a lot, if you're standing a lot at your job, you will be very grateful at the end of this that you did this. And really reach. Breathe into that left side. Inhale the self up, bring the arm up. Okay, now, bolster or a couch pillow, thick book or thick block. I'm gonna try it this way. I know last time I did like this. I'm gonna try it this way. And so it won't fall. Just bring your arms onto it. Flatten the back. And if your head's able to connect with the bolster, that's cool. And then just turn your head. That way you're also stretching your neck. If you're able to, but if this is comfortable for you to put your head, I would just bring the chin down slightly to stretch the back of the neck. And enjoy the stretch on the inner thigh. Enjoy the stretch in your hamstrings, your gastrocs, also known as your calves. And definitely in that glute. And your feet, just enjoy it all. Feel all the sensations that you need to feel. And breathe into them. Now, if you're like, Steph, that hurts. Okay, that's fine. Just sit up then. And just use this, just place your hands here. And this is you, okay? Just allow your body to be where it needs to be. If your feet do tend to do this, bring them up. Feel that in your low back. It feels so good. If your hips are off or you've had some low back pain, this is good. Now, I will say that if you're having low back pain and this hurts, you need a massage. If you're in the Spotsylvania, Fredericksburg area, seek me out. I have all that information on the description piece. Actually, it's under that on my YouTube. Otherwise, wherever you are in the country, seek out a massage therapist. A good one. One that's been doing this either for a while or has a lot of certifications and knows exactly what they're doing. And you can tell that they love doing it. Read them because you can't let everybody touch you. So that is my little suggestion for today. Keep the toes pointing to you as long as you can, and then if your feet are getting tired, that's fine, let them go. Relax into it. You're probably really feeling in your hamstrings, or maybe you're feeling your calves. That's okay. That's where you need to feel it. If you can turn your head, turn it, and I'll direct you when to turn it the opposite way. Let your shoulders relax and let your jaw relax. Breathe into that left space or whichever your head is turned. If it's turned right, breathe into the left. If it's turned left, breathe into the right. Inhale. Turn your head the other way. We don't want to stay in the position too long like this. I learned that the hard way. And if you want, you can bring your head back to center when you're ready to. Inhale yourself up. Oh man, this was good. We needed that. All right, so let's come into, well, I was gonna do deer, but let's do cow face. Now, let me preface this saying you may want to pause this. You may need a towel. Okay, so we're going to bend our right elbow, and then we're going to bend the left elbow, but we're going to make sure as we bend it, it's bending this way. Okay. We're going to clasp our hands if we're able to. If not, that's where that towel comes in. Nice, nice stretch. Nice stretch. And if you feel yourself coming forward, that's fine too. Just allow your body to do what it needs to do, and you're definitely going to be feeling it in your piriformis. This is aim for the piriformis on the left side. If your left knee is over your right knee. Not that you won't feel it in your right one. And if your shoulder gets tired, then you switch. Okay? Our aim is more to the mouth, if you will, of the cow, because the position of our knees represents the mouth, and this is the ear. So when your body's tired, switch. So I'm going to go ahead and switch. Yes, that's my shoulder. Do the same thing. See if it's harder for you to do it on one side more than the other. If you're really feeling it in your shoulder, that's where you need to feel it, along with what other sensations you're feeling. And now I'm going to slowly release, because that one was more challenging. I'm just going to place my hands on the surface that I'm on. And I'm just going to go with my body here, as you should do the same thing. Now, if you're feeling numbness, you may want to come out a little bit. What I love about yoga is all about listening to your body. It's not about pushing your body to the edge all the time. Sometimes it's just about listening to your body before you get to the edge, because your body may be saying, we're not ready for that. And that's okay. We're going to slowly come back in it. Inhale. Push yourself up. We're going to come out of that. We're going to switch. Now the top knee should be at the bottom. Right knee should be at the top. It's going to be a whole different sensation. We're just going to lengthen. We're going to have our heart open. And this is our last pose. And it's okay if this is as far as you can go. That's fine. Then you want to kind of lean in this way. Let your hands help you if you're in this position. Come out of it a little bit if you're starting to feel that tingling sensation. It just means you're really, really tight, and there's some nerves in there that you want to avoid. Now, if that nerves continue and this is it, then this is it. That's fine. Again, go get a massage. Break up those adhesions. You can also use a tennis ball, lacrosse ball, and work that on the wall. If you're able to, come down to your arm, or put your arms on your block or thick book. Really breathe into that piriformis area. But let your shoulders relax as much as they can as you ease into the position, or pose, I should say. If you're feeling pressure in your leg, that's fine. But if you're feeling tingling in your leg, come out of it. And we ease right back in when you're ready. Remember, focus on that breath. We're almost finished. The more you breathe into that area, the more relaxed it's going to feel. Inhale yourself up. Thank you so much for joining me for these 27 minutes. Of Yin Yoga. And feel free to get into Shavasana. Shavasana is when you're laying on your back and you're just still.